Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to Actual Sunlight. And yeah, I have not been in any. You may have noticed I've not been in any hurry to get videos uploaded. Although, I mean, you may not know because I'll probably be putting all three of these out, all three episodes out, back to back to back days. So, but you may have noticed that I've been in a bit of a dry spell here lately as far as YouTube. Well, not really that dry of a spell. Went about 2-3 days without doing a video. I put up Minecraft Bingo today, so I'm recording this final episode on Tuesday night. So yeah, I've been distracted by Fallout 76, so that's why I haven't been putting out as many videos after making my comeback to YouTube. But yeah, part of the reason is because of Fallout 76. The other reason is this is a hard game to play. It's not a difficult game. It's a hard game to because it is. I mean, and it warns you of this. I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't warn you of this. It says that it's. But yeah, it's very draining to play. Plus, there's a whole lot of reading too, and I haven't quite got my voice back as far as YouTube goes. I did pretty well as far as maybe it's a mix of the mix of that. I can only handle this game so much at a time, before it starts to beat me down emotionally. But anyway, let's see how Ethan. They're renovating the boardroom. We hear the power tools blare all day long. Let's see how this ends. And I also haven't wanted to upload any of these until I finish it. These short games, I think I like that idea. The shorter games I'm going to try to finish before putting up. But also, I want to make sure it doesn't have any sort of like really, really weird ending, something. I don't even know what would be considered a weird ending that would not make me want to upload this. I mean, there's a possibility he may kill himself. I'll probably upload it depending on how he does it. I mean, I'm assuming he may jump off the thing. I hope he does it. I hope Ethan's able to, have a somewhat happy ending, at least to this point. Hopefully of course, with the state he's in, a happy ending would have to be quite a ways down the road. But hopefully, he can get some sort of semi-happy thing to this part of his life, a doorway opening to future happiness, hopefulness, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect with how this ends. Evan, you've got to help me. I can't keep up anymore. Slow down, man. What happened? I went to them and asked for why they basically. I went to them and asked them why they basically handed Russell my promotion. You know what they said? Whatever they said, it's bullshit. They put Russell in because he's evil. Oh, he's an evil, buck-passing little shithead. Perfect for their first ever layer of middle management. Don't sweat it. I don't know why I was thinking layer was like a like he was laying things. I don't know. I'll tell you what they told me. They said I need to step it up. So I've been here until 9 every night, stepping it up, but it's impossible. And now Tori is leaving. Who do you think is going to end up with all her work? Me. Troy, stop. Are you even listening to what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do. Doesn't matter. Not as stupid as you think, Evan. You think I don't know what you're saying? Of course I do. But it's easy for you. You've got the luxury of being right. You aren't paying even more for divorce lawyers than you are in child support. Doesn't mean it's not a waste of your time, man. Damn it. All I'm saying is that you can't expect that promotion now that Russell's in there. I mean, it's done. He got it. And it's not like they're even around to see how messed up he is. So wouldn't count on him losing it. Promotion. Who the heck is talking about the promotion? They're gonna fire me. That's why you gotta help with some of this stuff. I'm begging you. They're not gonna fire you, man. The most experienced person here. They need. I don't know what you want me to say, man. You can't live like this. Fine. Don't help me. You just wait 10 years, see if the word career even means anything to you. Or if you find yourself dusting off the resume every 6 months because everybody wants to hire some 23-year-old. And say it wouldn't help you. Some 23-year-old who can pump out 1,000,000 miles of dog shit in an hour. An hour. Because they don't even know it's shit. And the client doesn't care because they've never seen anything but shit. Or maybe they just like shit, you know. Maybe they're farmers. It's useful to them, you know. They can, you know, make fertilizer out of it and grow things, you know. I don't think this is what they're doing. I don't think they're in the agriculture business. But it's not all bad. At least you don't have that huge commute anymore. Or payments on that house out there. I miss the house every day of my life. I miss my wife. Miss my kids. I miss everything. I miss everything about all of it. I don't want to talk about this. Please, excuse me. He kind of was talking to me about it. I'm just saying it, yeah. I understand why he wants to not talk. But he did kind of bring it up. I feel like he does want to keep talking about it. We're not helping him the way that he felt we should be helping him. Your free trial is about to end. By Evan Winter. You do realize that the kind of life which only happened to other people for most of your existence is coming for you too, right? Sure, it all makes sense now. It's just a graph on a page, just a short-term contract instead of a full-time job. Just a little leading into what you are otherwise told is a very healthy retirement fund from a person who got paid to tell you that. But someday, someone is going to fire you for the last time. Not because he did anything wrong. Not because he ran off to open some cupcake store. And not even because they actually can't afford to keep you. It will simply be because your life got too complex and expensive for what it was actually worth to anyone but you. Excuse me. If you don't become either rich or in charge of a bunch of people by the time you're 40, you might as well blow your brains out for all the world will think of you. Even at 35, you better still be sexy. I had a birthday yesterday, and I'm 34. I feel like this is not supposed to be helping me. Gee, thanks, game. Thanks. If you don't even know how all this will come together by the time you're 30, you're already so far behind somebody who does that. I can't see how someone who does it would ever catch it. Gee, thanks. I'm actually not worried. Nah. Ages are like, nah. To me anyway. And then for the sake of collective sanity, you will be erased. Because nobody can give a mess about you if you don't exist to give a mess about. I mean, look at you. You're old. You're bringing down our Friday spirit. Can't drink on that. You aren't fun to look at. And you can't help anybody get ahead with anything. Okay. You're upsetting all the 20-somethings who don't even get paid. Don't you think the least we could do is provide them with a workplace that resembles a television show? And no offense, but if you have kids who don't get to go to daycare because you didn't marry rich, nobody wants to know about it. if you have some disease that is eating you alive because you have no medical coverage, it's better for everybody if you don't say so. If you don't think you can be cheerful, or at least quiet, I hope you know how much we all resent you being here. Because this is not a place that has anything to do with anything but celebration. Celebrating success, driving forward with growth, powering ahead through innovation, and smashing through it with remorseless joie de vivre. Did I pronounce that right? I don't think I pronounced that right. Maybe I got close, though. Maybe I got close. I don't really relate to this. I haven't worked in a couple years. You know, I worked in retail for 11 years, and I didn't enjoy that work. But I will say the people, you know, the people were usually the highlight. Not the people customer, the worker people, like the bosses and the most of my coworkers, most of them. There was some, yeah. Every place got them, but yeah, they were the best people to gripe to. They'd gripe, you know, they'd gripe to each other. You know, it was like a good support group. So this I'm not fully you know, and not just about work. It was a lot to do with work, but yeah. So I mean, of course, every place is different. You know, every place is different. But yeah, this I'm not relating to. Of course, like I said, it is different. That's retail. That's you know, this is more of an office situation. You know, so it could just be a different mentality altogether. You know that you know that would do. But yeah, I mean, it's gotta grab to manage. You know, hey, this person was a butthole. He tried to do this. You know, this ridiculous thing. You know, this lady made me so mad. My hand was shaking. Black Friday. I remember that. This lady did make me mad. I won't go into the details, but yeah. My hand was shaking because I was so mad. Not like I was wanting to punch her, just like she'd get on my nerves, you know. But anyway. So yeah, I definitely know I went. Yeah. Since it was Black Friday, I may not have gotten a gripe too much about that. That's the day where you just kind of like gotta keep your head down. You just gotta charge you can gripe about it the next day or after shift or when it slows down. Which, you know, I mean, nowadays, you know, Black Friday is really Black Thursday night, Black Thursday afternoon, really. So, you know, once it gets to like 10, 11 at night, it's not dead, but it's slow-ish. So by then, you know, you can be like, so you can actually be, you know, out there kind of cleaning up and, you know, and actually having some breath to talk to in order to breathe, you know. Some breath to breathe. That's what an insightful statement you just made. Able to catch your breath, basically. Who would seriously consider even being anywhere else? And maybe, just maybe, you used to understand that. Back when you were in some sort of a loser cocoon. Still all bright with your maybes and some days. But all you do now is remind everyone that nothing lasts forever. And who wants to think about that? I may have been a little like that now that I think about it. Because retail definitely made me a bit a little grumpy about it. A little crap. What's the word for it? Not grumpy. Not resentful. I can't think of the word for it. Can't think of the word. Anyway, yeah, I was like, just you wait till Black Friday happens. It's gonna be so bad, you know, and everything. You know, talking to the to the co-workers, the seasonal folks that you know we'd have to who would come in and we'd have to kind of train them, show them the ropes and stuff. It's actually fun. It was actually a little fun to do that, especially if they never work retail, because then they could be like, oh wow, that is a lot of people coming in right now. Of course, some of them, you know, handled it perfectly, you know, but or better than others. But some of them be like, oh man, that really is a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Yeah. Who are you? Where's I can't remember who she. I can't remember her name. But she couldn't speak English well, and she may be a vampire. I do remember those details about her. The details that one of them only is real. Hey Lisa, I gotta talk to Russell today. Is he in the office until 5? Probably. I don't know. As they made Russell the general manager, he fired Natasha. Natasha, okay. Because he said she couldn't speak English. At which point, of course, he simply replaced her with somebody who refused. He simply replaced her with somebody who refused to. Oh, gotcha. Speak English. The rest of us would complain, probably, except she isn't even really supposed to help all of us the way Natasha did anyways. She's strictly supposed to be Russell's executive assistant. And of course, you can see where all this is headed. I was thinking something. Okay, yeah, okay. Yep, I was thinking it. I was thinking correctly. Or at least thinking along the lines he was thinking. We figure they've already at least made out. The only job she's actually doing here is telling him everything that she thinks we're saying about him. You sure that's it? Those are the only jobs she's doing? But okay. Sorry. Serious game. I shouldn't make jokes such as that. Not that we aren't saying it. Looks like she's wearing a suit and tie. It's funny she's texting someone. I was gonna say from the RPG sprite, overhead sprite. She looks like a little old lady. Hey, what's going on? Hey, not too much. Is this your last day, or are you coming in for that? Are you coming in for that last handoff meeting next week? No, can't. Me and Danny are going on our engagement trip tomorrow. Okay. Some time passed, didn't it? Huh. Did some time pass between the last work day and this day? I feel like it must have passed because I don't remember her mentioning anything like being engaged. And it sounded like she was interested in us. Of course, I did mention about how, you know, that could be misconstrued or just hopeful, wishful thinking, you know, such things as that. But, interesting. Time must have passed. Also, you know, we found out something definitely had went on between Evan and, what's her name? Janice? Joyce? Joyce, is that her name? Like I said, it's been about two days since I recorded the last one. So maybe that happened sometime in that break. I don't know. Anyway, me and Danny are going on our engagement trip tomorrow. Then I start a new job as soon as I get back. That's too bad. We were really a team on that. I know the client liked to see us together. They'll understand. It's just a job. Yeah. They'll forget about us before you know it. Damn, Tori. You sound more like me every day. After all this time together, that's not what I wanted. I know it isn't. I didn't see you out last night. We should get a drink after work. I mean, we should all go. I don't think that's a good idea. Anyways, you're a really talented guy, so good luck, Evan. Yeah, you too. Lots of pauses in that. Awkward conversation. The Way People Walk Away from You by Evan Winter. If love exists in the ability to make another person happy, how can someone who can't make anybody happy ever really be in love? How do you tell someone who asks why you never do anything that the reason is that you can feel your bones grinding together when you walk? How do you tell someone who asks you why you're so tired that you can't sleep without pain? How do you tell someone who only smiles at you when you make them laugh that there is so much more you want to say? How can you look at photos on her desk of someone giving her everything she wants and not be thankful that somebody can? How sick have you become that you don't even realize that not everything is about you? If love exists in the ability to make another person happy, how can someone who can't make anybody happy ever really be in love? Okay, I should say that was the same exact line as before. How? Okay. I should say lots of repeating there. Nothing in the trash this time. Let's go see what Russell's all about. I thought I told you to come back later, bro. Got shit to do. This solitaire game's not gonna play itself. Alright, but we gotta talk about like multiple projects. Did your email go down again? You gotta get that fixed right away, man. Nobody knows why you aren't writing them back. Don't tell me what to do, bro. What? You thought I was too small time for you to hook me up with your brother. Don't think I don't remember it. And I bet you feel stupid now, huh? Guess I'm not too small time to be your boss. You ever think that maybe I did tell him about you and that he's the one who thought you were too small time? Yeah, right. I'm effing watching you, dickhead. Need to step it up out there, or you're going down. Excuse me? Shit, I'm doing you a favor just keeping you on. Are you now? You think I can't get somebody for 2/3 your salary? Use half of that to save the company a little money? Then tack the other half onto my salary for being such a good manager? That's business, pal. How do you figure any of that money is even going to exist in the first place without us doing the actual work? Is that business too? I know there's some really bad bosses out there. I've had one or two. Mostly good bosses. I'm actually really happy with how many good bosses I've had. But I know that there are some bad ones out there. But I do feel like this guy's a bit over-exaggerated. Shit, who cares? By the time we sell this shit, we're moving on anyways. Doesn't matter who's satisfied or not. If some top sales guy like me, we just keep rolling. That's your big plan? Sure. What the F is satisfaction anyways? Not like anything we do actually does anything but help a bunch of retards piss on and play politics with each other. Okay. Yeah, but nothing, bro. You want to have it both ways. You want to shit all over what we do here, but still think of yourself as some kind of hero? But ain't like that. If this shit is messed up, then you're messed up. I'm a little confused at what's going on right now. And you're messed up. I really am. What are you talking about? So what? It makes me lucky to have a part in all this? Even with Natasha gone, with Troy losing his mind, with Jackie half dead, with Jackie, Jackie, not Joyce. I think I said Joyce and Joss. Okay, Jackie, but Jackie half dead, half the time is, and Tori getting poached. You think you MFers are getting poached on my MFing watch? Please, Tori's leaving because of you. You fat. What? I mean, I'm not gonna cross you off over it, because she's definitely a piece of ass. So I know where you're coming from, but shit, what are you thinking, bro? Not exactly in your league. What are you freaking out about, man? Not a huge thing. And everybody knows, not a huge thing. Assuming you're talking about your own. I mean, anybody can tell. I gotta go. What? I quit. I gotta go. I mean, I quit. For some chick. Who's leaving? Damn, bro. You really do need to get laid. Anyways, thanks for all your hard work and shit. What are you gonna do now? Shit. I know. Should work for your brother, dude. You know what, Russell? You're really messed up. You're really messed up. Poop on this desk. I'm messed up. MFer. I got a girl. Go to the gym. Have a business plan. I do cool shit on the weekends while you're killing yourself for some job you just quit. Over nothing. I'm freaking living life while you're wasting yours wishing it was something else. I don't know. It sounds... Nah. How am I messed up? Just a pussy. Get the frig out of here. Yeah, you see what I was talking about earlier? It's not exactly a joyous filled game. But yeah, that guy's definitely very much exaggerated. How does it feel to be completely worthless? So that everything you've ever worked on is completely stupid, and that all you've ever done is hurt people. Stop talking to me. Because you want things from them. Even though you're disgusting. And completely kidding yourself if you think any respectable person would have anything to do with you. Told you, stop talking to me. And then, even when you find people who don't think you're disgusting, you're just a liar. Right? You're too weak to take responsibility for any of it. Rather just lay in bed, unemployed, with no friends, lying to your family about how everything is alright. Just walling yourself off into a corner until everyone forgets about you. Then, maybe, you figure you'll get the courage to end all of this nonsense. Admit to yourself that you're done. And please, make no mistake about it, you are done. You missed your shot. Everything has moved on without you. You could have studied in school and actually done something meaningful with your life. But no, always too lazy. Always another video game to go out and buy. No self-control, no self-respect, no nothing. Who's this guy, Rodney Dangerfield? Always another reason. Always something else. You are a bad person. And you don't deserve to live. So this guy is like, feel like we're Rodney Dangerfield, and this is oh crap, what's the guy from Seinfeld? The very, very bad man. I think Jerry gets him deported, gets him to messes up his soup, not soup place, but his restaurant. Crap, I can't think of the guy's name. But yeah, I think that's definitely the very, very bad man guy. Who has a name, but I'm calling him that because I can't remember his name. You know this. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. What is that name? Okay, I'm okay. I will live not knowing the guy's name for now. That's why you're in all this pain. I can't change that. No. You can stop it. Time passes. Unspecified time. Okay, we're in control. Yeah, we broke all our stuff last time. Go to the roof of the building and jump off. I just hit the thing on the counter. Oh, wow. Hey, it's just repeating. Yeah, this is just repeating. I just went back to the bedroom. Okay. I'm not gonna do it. The game's gonna make me do it. We're not gonna do it. There's always hope. I mean, hey, you could be in the shower, feeling like you have no hope. Your fall hit your head. Boom! You think of the flux capacitor. You know. You see, no is normally question 2, I think. So I'm at least taking some effort into trying to say no. Oh. That's normally the street, correct? I haven't felt the wind like this before. It makes me feel completely outside my body. There's a part of me that doesn't want to do this. Crap! I wish I'd saved the game. Because I would have picked up roof number 3 and hoped that was a street. But I've never heard it so softly. I guess all I really want to say to everyone is, yeah. You know what? Because it all just goes on, doesn't it? If I did it today, if I did it tomorrow, I'll wait another 10 years of going through the same motions, with nothing going on except for things getting worse. What would the difference even be? Your family dies, the world falls apart, the rich get richer, the ugly stay ugly. It all gets faster and harder until we can't remember what we used to be. So what if it does? So what if we do? I'm never going to get what I want. And it's too late to ever become the person I wanted to be. If it was ever really possible at all, and I may not be a person who has courage, I might be the biggest opposite of that in the world, but I can find a moment. Maybe I could have found some better ones, but it doesn't matter now. Yeah, I can't go back. What does it mean to be an impossible person? To be someone who could not have ever been happy? How could it mean anything? There are things we will never make sense of, no matter how hard we try. This sucks. Definitely having depression, quite a few times. It is weird how logic can twist itself. And that sounds like exactly what I think that's exactly Evan's problem. And, like, I guess it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, Logic can twist itself to where things make sense that they don't actually make sense, but they feel like they make sense. You know, something along the lines of, hey, you know what? You know, these three bad things happened to me, you know. By that logic, if that thing were to happen again, it would also be bad, and it would also be bad again. When that isn't logically even probable, you know, it's not even probable. I mean, not just. I can't think of like a specific example. I guess it's something like a relationship, but this relationship didn't work out, you know, or that relationship ended badly. The logic could be like, well, I'm the common denominator. Obviously, I was the problem. I will continue being a problem. You know, you know, depression can make that logic, you know, work that way. And I think somehow the thing that's helped me is, I think my overthinking, it's hurt me, but I think it's actually helped me because sometimes my logic twists it around so much to where it actually goes positive again. It's like, I just really suck. I'm the best sucker in the world. You know, I'm the best at sucking. You know, I'm not really, but you know, and then you know I'm you know my brain will get kind of amused, and I manage to get through it, you know, pretty well. So, um, yeah, but yeah, it is kind of scary how the brain can work against you. How logic can actually work against you when you're like that, which is why it's always good to talk to somebody, because they're not, you know, they're most likely not having depression logic. Although, you know, you may have friends that go through depression, hopefully not at the same time. But even in that case, it is still best to talk to somebody, because a second point of view can always be like, look, this doesn't add up the way you're really thinking it adds up. So yeah, that's why it's good to do that. Why it's good to talk. That's why it's good to talk things out. And speaking of talking things out, I'm kind of delaying this. Oh, great. Let's go forward some. Oh, Wazda's. I went for Wazda. Wazda's not how you control Evan. Look at the tree. This is life, man. Stay and live with the trees. Live with the flowers. Don't get stung, please. That would make a very, very bad impression right now. I wish you were owned so that the light might motivate him, fill you with determination. Crap. Okay. Please don't do it. I'm gonna try to think of how things could have been different. Somebody please talk him off the roof. Please, somebody talk him off the roof. I'm trying to think of how things could have been different. I feel like so many things come to mind that I can't even think of anything. I just picture myself being happy, laughing, being somebody else. But I can't actually imagine why it would have happened like that. I feel like I should say something here, something profound or interesting, some type of summation of my life, or something I've learned, but I can't. It was all worthless and selfish, and I never loved anyone or anything. Again, this is bad time logic. Bad time logic. Wait for tomorrow. Good time logic will show up. All I ever did was want to. It was nothing. Everything I've been and done has been for nothing. And as I turn around to look back, I feel relieved that nobody is there. That there isn't anybody standing there who has no choice but to pretend to care. But it feels good. I feel an unbelievable burden come off my shoulders. I feel lighter than I have in years. Like I can finally stop fighting. Like I can fly. Crap. I was right about everything. I was right about everything. Okay. Okay, so does it actually show him jumping? Written and directed by Will O'Neill. I think that was the. I think that's the message. Um, the message that we got in the one episode. I can't remember whether it was the first one or the second one. I think it was the first one. Hmm. You're welcome. It was entertaining anyway. Well, it was an experience anyway. Interesting. Interesting, I guess, is the better way to say it. Entertaining, maybe not so much, but maybe not as strongly entertaining. Interesting for sure. So, I'm assuming he jumped off. Okay, well, that happened. Or we assumed it happened. Anyway, so yeah. Better have gotten that achievement. Will O'Neill, you better have gave me my achievement for going through that. If I'm going to jump off a building, I better get an achievement for it. But anyway, yeah, that was it was a bit uncomfortable there at the end for sure. The game was uncomfortable for large parts of it. You know, as it should. I mean, that's part of the design of it. So that does make sense. Yeah. Of course, as I've said, 2 or 3 times already, if you're going through stuff like this, definitely talk it out. I mentioned it before this episode, but maybe not as well as this episode. But yeah, when you're feeling down and depressed, things don't always. Your brain isn't. Yeah, basically, I did it right a minute ago. Depression logic isn't always correct. It's oftentimes not correct. So, yeah, definitely talk to somebody. If you feel like it's bad enough, and if you're thinking about such things as what Evan here was towards the end, definitely would be a good idea to speak to somebody professionally. Um, I say that although I'm also should practice what I preach. So yeah, I've probably should have spoken to a therapist at times, but I haven't. Money and transportation wise, we don't have a vehicle. I can't drive. My mom's blind, basically. So yeah, it's kind of difficult for us to get around anyway. I've been needing to go to the doctor or the dentist for a while anyway, and I haven't. Part of that was just being lazy. But I hate to hate to ask for transportation to the doctor where they also have to wait and stuff, but I'm going to need to at some point because I've got a pretty bad cavity. But yeah, I probably should have it. Last year. Last year was I had pretty bad situation of depression, and I should have spoken to somebody, but I didn't. Or somebody professionally. I did, have a couple friends you know, who I did, who I definitely appreciate. Definitely appreciate them, and because they helped me out a lot. They bounced the logic, my logic. They did like. Wow, I was gonna say they knocked it back like Hakeem Olajuwon. Something that nobody gets. There's some people who would get that, but nobody this decade. Nobody born after after 2000 or in the after. Actually, nobody born after the 90s probably. But yeah, means they knocked it back. He's a basketball player, really tall when he was a center. I think he was. I was actually more of a fan of Shaq. Shaq was good at blocking. It would have been more common one for people to know too. Because Shaq, probably one of the more famous basketball players. Anyway, not related to this anyway. Point is, they helped knock it back. So yeah, speaking to professional would be a good, is good advice if you're thinking of taking actions, that can't be undone. And to be honest, that's the only way that a situation can ever get better is if you kill yourself. It can't get better than that. If you're alive, you may be hurting, but there's always a chance it can get better. I think that I'm going to shut up pretty soon. Don't worry, I'm going to shut up soon. But crap. Now I can't remember I can't remember the word, but I remember in the. This is Geek Shook talking. Geek Shook here. I just pushed my glasses up on my nose. But I remember in the special features to one of the Lord of the Rings movies. And I tried looking this up before, and I couldn't find it, so it actually might not be true. But I like the idea of it. But apparently, according to them, Tolkien came up with the word opposite of tragedy. Tragedy is the sudden turning from something good to bad. So if you believe that can happen, you have to actually believe that the opposite can happen, that a bad can suddenly turn to good. So I can't remember the word that they made for it. I was almost thinking miracle. That the miracle is not the word that they said. But miracle probably isn't quite right either. It can describe such a situation, but it wouldn't be the sole thing of the situation. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I believe if things can get really bad, things can also get good. It's like if you believe in evil, you have to believe that there's good out there. It's like they define each other. So it's like if you believe in tragedy, you have to believe in the opposite. So yeah. Again, maybe the logic like this helps me out. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up rambling. Sum it up. I like this game well enough. think it did what it tried to do. It actually puts you it puts you through a situation that of someone who did not recover from the depression logic, who took the depression logic's advice and ended it, and the building up to that, through his life. So, and unfortunately, I mean, it's a fact that there are, people do kill themselves. People kill themselves every day, So, that is a fact that does happen. It sucks, absolutely. But yeah, this actually puts you in the foot. I was about to say footsteps. In the shoes. Shoes would make more sense here. Puts you in the shoes of someone going through that and through the decision to. So it's it did its job making you uncomfortable. Yeah. And actually, it makes me wonder if some of these situations were actually like the situation with Tony and then with Russell. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if those. I was saying that seems exaggerated. Things can feel exaggerated when you're going through emotions like that. So it actually makes me wonder if maybe that didn't really happen that way. That's interesting. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. It was a good game. I'm glad I played it. I will not be replaying this game, I don't think. Unless I didn't get that achievement. I better have gotten that achievement. Just 1 second. I'm going to pause real quick. I didn't get the achievement. What was the guy's name again? I can't remember. Will O'Neill? I was about to say Will Arnett. Curse you, Will Arnett. But there's an actor. I think it's Will O'Neill. What's the guy on this game? Why did you hold my... I threw myself off a building. This deserved an achievement. Okay. Well, I'm going to go and look and see what... I know I was kind of skeptical because of whether it would happen because... in the first episode, I had looked and saw that 2 or 3 people were complaining about the achievement not popping. So it makes me actually wonder if maybe there's another thing you have to do or something. Does this game have multiple endings? Okay, pausing again. Okay, just looked it up. I don't think there are multiple endings or any alternate endings. I looked it up on that achievement website, the one that had the video, the one that I was comparing how far into the game I was, and yeah, it ended the exact same way. So yeah, I don't know why the achievement didn't pop. So, oh well. I may play the ending another time or two, see if maybe it works. So yeah. Also, really, this guy played this game in 54 minutes and 40 seconds. So my yakking really extends this out. Well, especially since I've been yakking for about the last 10 minutes about it. So yeah, that really doesn't help. But anyway, I'm really shutting up this time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next game. I haven't decided what it's going to be, but by the time the game comes out, by the time the video comes out, I will have decided because obviously the video will be out. Anyway, later, folks.